Well, hey folks, it's been a little while since my last update, probably close to 10 days. As you can hopefully see here, I've got a little bit of red shining here on one of those big boys in there finally. They're finally coming up size. There's a couple little ones in there, but if you can see, let's see, if I can get a better view of that one there. You can kind of see how the size of it. The one to the left there is a little bit smaller. But got some green ones here right on up the plant, getting nice. And got a really pretty cluster right here at the bottom. It hasn't started changing yet. And you can see a few more poking out there, and a couple more up here in the top. But I've been picking quite a few. The celebrities are coming on. They're a little smaller, of course, but there's some ripe ones down there getting close to being picked. They've been real nice producers so far. Haven't had any trouble with bugs. And they've see some more right there ripening up. And oh heck, there's some more back up in there. And over here, it's actually starting to look like tomato plants around here. I'm really pleased with the way these have gone. As you can see from a height standpoint, I'm getting close to the top of my trellis, and I've decided, because I didn't do a very good job of keeping these to single stem. As you can see, most of them have multiples. I really don't have the room to lower anything down, so I'm going to top these when they get up there. So some of them have a couple of feet. This one over here on the end probably about another foot. Let me show you the back side here, so you can get an idea of just how bushy I kind of let them get back here on the back. Like I said, I didn't really do a very good job of keeping these to single stem. Let's see. As you can see here, the cucumbers are just about run their course. Got some pickle worm coming into them now, and the vines never went crazy. They did a pretty good job, but then they kind of just really slowed up. The hydroponic peppers, on the other hand, have finally kind of come into their own and are setting some nice fruit. Quite a few banana peppers hanging there. And then these are some fry peppers here. I think these are the Super Shepherd, I believe, fry pepper. And as you can see, they've set some pretty nice fruit. I've also got some of these in soil buckets that are doing real well. The squash are just about done. Had quite a bout of the powdery mildew, and I've got some growth here that I've been able to protect, and I've got a few more setting over here on the zucchinis, but there's a couple down there on the other end. But for the most part, I think these plants are just about done. These pepper plants here in these modified earth buckets that we did, earth containers, you can see there, they're setting quite a few peppers too. They're looking really nice. These were the ones that are in the earth containers, the tomatoes, and as you can see, there's quite a few in there ripening. And the hydroponic ones over here, hydroponic starts that I put in the earth containers, they're turning red. Of course, the bell peppers, I've eaten a few of these green, but still waiting on them to ripen on up a little bit. And this is one of the, I don't know, I think they're big boys. I'm not sure they're big boys or better boys, but I think it's a big boy. But you get some idea there, size-wise. Uh-oh. Oh, man, it's going to kill me. That one's got blossom end rot on it. I am having a time. And it's mainly with the big boys and the better boys. I've had hardly any on the celebrities. And if you'll notice, the color on these plants, not quite as lush as the green on the hydroponics, but the blossom end rot seems to have affected both of them equally, but it's mainly on the big fruits. I'm using calcium nitrate mixed with my fertilizer, which is a 4% nitrogen, so it's, I'm not sure really what the problem is. I know it's not necessarily a calcium deficiency in the solution, but it is definitely a calcium deficiency in the fruit itself. So I'm not sure if having two plants in these buckets is really stressing the water too much. I mean, they're darn near dry when I come back, but they're not wilted at the end of the day when I get off work and I come back and fill them up. I fill them morning and evening, but since these plants have gotten large, you know, they're pulling a lot of water out. Plus we had some days in the 95-degree range last week, and it got pretty hot. So I guess for now, if I lose a few, I can live with it, but I really hate seeing a pretty tomato like that go to waste, and that's what's going to end up happening there. Well, at any rate, like I said, I'm still learning, and hopefully if any of y'all have any comments about managing blossom end route on hydroponics, I'm certainly willing to listen. I've been watching some different YouTube videos and doing some reading and trying to figure out exactly where I'm going wrong here. But it's still a learning process, but for the most part, still very pleased with the way that it's turned out. At any rate, if hopefully most people just about everywhere in the United States now have gotten out and gotten started with a garden. We're sitting at the 28th day of May here. Hope you all had a nice Memorial Day. And thank you to those men and women who've given everything so that I can enjoy being in my backyard on a day like this. If you don't have a pretty sunset where you are, well, there's a look at mine over the lake today. Thanks for watching, and we'll keep you updated. These are some Valentine romaine. They're red romaine, the seedlings that I started a while back. Just had them here under the lights, and all of a sudden they've started really growing here, so I'm getting ready to transplant them. And if you look here, see I kind of made myself a little tray, and I don't know if you can see the roots in here. Let's see, maybe I can get the light so that you can actually see the roots there. There we go. So you can see a nice little bit of roots there. So what I've done is made up out of this restaurant tub. I've made myself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes here, and the net cups, as you can see, are just somewhat submerged enough to give me about between quarter to a half inch of nutrient solution there in the bottom. These didn't have much of a lip on them, so I improvised with the toothpicks. But we're going to go ahead and set these up. This is the remains of my last lettuce tray. That one is starting to bolt. The rest of them, those are remains. That was all that's left. That'll go out into the compost pile and fertilize the yard with what's left of the nutrient solution. And I'll start myself up another little plug of these to start up and have going by the time that these start producing. At any rate, we'll see how they do. It shouldn't be bolting. I've got it cool enough in the house here. I'm thinking it may be that I have the lights on just a little too long, so I may dial the lights back a little bit. I think they're running about 14 hours a day right now. And I've got two different fluorescents, so I've basically got 4 fluorescent bulbs here. I've got them on a little bit of an angle because I had some higher plants there. So anyway, these seedlings are looking really nice. I've been feeding them with about a 70% nutrient solution ever since they developed some true leaves. So we'll go ahead and bump them on up, and I'll keep you updated on how they do. Thanks for watching.